often think of PPC as spending money, paying per click, literally. But a better framing for our industry is about the value we create through PPC, the value we create for our businesses, the value we create for our clients, the value we create for consumers, and the value we create for our careers. Welcome to ppc Zone November 2022. I'm your host, Jill Saskin-Gales, and I created this event to elevate new perspectives and insights in our industry. Next up in the zone, this speaker is the co-founder of Bellavix, a full-service marketplace marketing agency for direct-to-consumer retail brands who want to aggressively grow sales on the world's largest marketplaces like Amazon and Walmart. Today, he's going to share his unique perspective with us on how to prepare your Amazon and Walmart PPC for a more profitable Q4. Please welcome Will Haire.
Hey, Jill. Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here talking to the ppc Zone crew. So prepping your Amazon Walmart account for the holidays and strategies for your most profitable holiday. We know Q4 is around the corner, Turkey 5, Black Friday, Cyber Monday. For a lot of brands, it's time to cash out. So proper and smart investing in your PPC strategies and in your listings will pay off during this season. A little bit about me, as mentioned, founder and CEO of Bellavix, 10 plus years working in e-commerce, specifically in advertising. And I have experience with Seller Central, Vendor Central, Amazon advertising platform, and DSP, demand side platform. And as mentioned before, we manage marketplaces. Here are some of the brands that we've had the opportunity to work with. And now that's enough about us. So let's chat about some statistics. I like to kick these things off with little stats so everybody kind of has some perspective on what we're talking about in terms of how big are marketplaces? What does Amazon and Walmart represent for people shopping online? So 63% of consumers start their product search on Amazon. So they're actually going to go to Amazon. They're going to search in widget, garlic press, whatever they're going to search. And they're going to start looking at these brands. And this is where a lot of product discovery happens now. 88% of consumers who last shopped at Amazon started their next purchase journey on Amazon. And 66% of consumers shop at Amazon because they can find everything that they need on the site. So Amazon and Walmart specifically represent about 50% of US e-commerce. And then obviously this is something to consider as you're prepping and understanding where should I invest my limited resources I have that's going to give me the biggest bang for my buck during this holiday season. So let's talk about preparation. So to kick it off, before we can even talk about advertising, you need products. We have to have inventory. No inventory means no sales, and it has an adverse effect to your bestseller ranking or your BSR. So a couple things to consider as you're prepping for your Q4 before we get into advertising. Make sure that your inventory projections for November, you're projecting to cover November, December, and January, so that if you do hit sales really well, you're not going to miss out on opportunities because you just don't have inventory. Consider a third-party logistics inventory solution for if you're having issues with Amazon's warehouse restrictions. Be prepared for long lead times around inventory. Expect Amazon and Walmart to lose some of your products as they get checked in. Be sure to open cases and get paid for those products that they lose. Don't expect customer support to be very supportive. It's Q4. Amazon and Walmart are both very busy, and they're not known for great customer service. So be prepared to take matters into your own hands necessary. And then be prepared for a higher storage fee. We know as of October, Walmart has waived it, but Amazon has their fees increased for storage and fulfillment. And then the last piece of this, so now we're talking about operations. We got inventory flowing in. The other piece to get ready before we can talk about advertising, because advertising relies on operations. Operations doesn't necessarily rely on advertising. Holidays can be hectic. You need to make sure that your listing's on point. Your title should be clear and concise. Keep in mind that mobile viewing is 70 characters. That's why you find a lot of best practices using capitalization for those first call outs inside the listings. And you can see it here. the bullets, life-size cutout specifics, all capital letters, and then a little details about the product. But you want to make sure that the bullets have key features and benefits. Description or A+ content is updated to incorporate holiday themes. You also want to add in some keywords about if it is a giftable item, that it should gift for him, gift for her. And then be mindful, if you sell plungers, that may be a great gift for a mother-in-law. That's not a great gift for a wife or anybody else. So, stay true to the benefits of what the product is. And if it is giftable, tap into it. And then maximize images and video usage. Now let's talk about advertising. So if you haven't, you should be advertising. Amazon and Walmart, they're a pay-to-play platform. And to break it down real simple, we have sponsored product ads. And these are the ads that show up in search. And this is that first section right here. And so this is your typical, if I search garlic press, and the first two search results that show up are going to be advertisements. And this is an example of a sponsored product ad. The second ad type that we should be taking advantage is sponsored brand ads. Sponsored brand includes, at the top, you see we have a logo or image that we could put in, 50 characters of text, and then we could feature 3 products. And sponsored brand also has sponsored brand video, which shows up kind of in the middle of the page, first page, and gives us the ability to showcase some unique features in a video format for customers as they shop on Amazon to get an idea, is this product really right for me? And then last but not least is the sponsored display ads. These show up on product detail pages and on and off of Amazon. This gives us the ability to build audiences around key shopping moments like Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and also building audiences. So right here, we kind of have the full spectrum of getting people in search, in market, and then working our way up from consideration to discovery. And these ad types and leveraging them all smartly will give us the ability to kind of have a full funnel marketing and advertising experience. Another tip, leverage portfolios. So this was a new release from Amazon, maybe like 2020, 2021. And it gives us the ability to put campaigns inside a portfolio, and then we could put limits on the portfolio. In this case, we could set budgets. So traditionally, when we run accounts, we have evergreen campaigns that kind of run all the time. We do routine maintenance to make sure that bids are optimized, we're being efficient according to KPIs, and everything else that comes with maintaining a healthy account. What could throw things for a loop is that if you're constantly throwing in new keywords and throttling bids up and down. So Amazon came up with portfolio management as a way for us to kind of control our spending. So as holidays come up, for example, this is a great opportunity for us to segment. We want to get juice for holidays. We want to make sure that the audiences are being built and we're willing to sacrifice advertising cost of sale, tacos, ROAS, whatever your KPI is, in order to build these pools. So portfolios give us a great way to kind of control the ebbs and flows of our budget to make sure that we're maximizing for events or workups or whatever's going on inside the accounts. And then last but not least, I have a list of strategies or tips that I'm just going to kind of bullet out here. But ensure your product's retail ready. You have great images, as I mentioned, your title, your bullets, your A+ content's all there. And you should have some reviews. Reviews happen natural from sales. Promote products with discounts. It's Q4. Most people are looking for holidays, specifically around Black Friday and Cyber Monday. So a lot of people will add stuff to their cart. They'll be exposed to advertisements as they're prepping for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, where they're going to add these and kind of wait. A lot of times, if you don't have some type of promotion going on, you're not going to get that purchase. So even if it's a small discount, some discount will incentivize customers to actually make the purchase and move on. Update your list of targeted keywords. Obviously, working up to these events, you want to include broader themes, bigger audiences to kind of tap into, and then kick on those retargeting campaigns as you get close to that event. Monitor campaigns and performance. You want to make sure you're within whatever KPI that the brand or the owner has set. You want to increase bids and monitor budgets to ensure you aren't running out of budgets for the end of the day. This is like beginner mistake is like it's always in the beginning of the day, everybody's ads kicks on, so cost per click tends to be the most expensive. But by noon, by 1, depending on what the market is, a lot of those advertisers will hit their caps and it'll drop off. And then through the end of the day, you'll see lower cost per clicks. And then we have data that suggests that after 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you see more volume in purchases for items that are under $100. So that's an example of if you're losing budget and your cost per clicks are killing you, then you're not going to have the opportunity to serve your ads and get these customers and create brand ambassadors for the great products that we know you're all selling. Boost exposure by maximizing your budgets from November 30th to December 22nd. So just the holiday period, and just make sure you're monitoring it. And then tips for holidays, if you aren't using portfolios, reduce your bids on low quality keywords, pause poor performing keywords, remove ineffective sponsored brand ads, and of course, leverage portfolios to make cleanup a lot easier. And then last but not least, expect the unexpected. While you can have all these pieces in place, you still need to be flexible. You never know what's going to happen in terms of logistics, and being able to pivot on and off of strategies will definitely help in the long run. So that's a bit for me. If you need to reach out, there's my information. And thanks so much for having me and listening.
Thank you, Will, for sharing your unique perspective and insights with us in the zone. If you'd like to connect with Will, you can find him on LinkedIn, Will Haire. To learn more about PPC Zone and our speakers, or apply to speak at any upcoming event, visit ppc.zone. I'm your host, Jill Saskin-Gales. You can find me on Twitter at Jill Saskin-Gales. I look forward to seeing you next time in the zone.